Hi, welcome to my 3 keys to consistent pitch shots. I'm using Scholl Schwartzel here, who's one of the best pitchers in the world, but there's no need for any particular physical attributes to be able to achieve these 3 key positions. The first one, I've circled his head, and you'll see all the way throughout this swing just how still he keeps his head. The camera moves a fraction, but you'll see all the way throughout these shots just how steady he keeps his head. Until the ball's gone, his head is now only lifting a fraction, but it's not until the club's well gone past impact that his head starts to lift. So all the way through, he's keeping his head nice and still and steady. That keeps his body nice and steady and allows him to make a consistent impact. The second key position is, as we come into impact, you'll be able to see here that if I zoom in on Mr. Schwartzel, you'll be able to see just the angle that the club is coming down and through the ball. Now, most times during my lessons, I see people trying to scoop the ball up in the air, trying to flick the ball up in the air, but we've got plenty of loft and we can hit down through the ball and strike down. You can see just where the end of that arrow is where the ball is, and you can see once he starts to make contact down and through the ball, just where the divot starts. The divot is after the ball. He's not hitting before the ball, he's hitting down and through the ball. And as he's striking down into the ball is lifting up at around a 40-degree angle. So he's got plenty of loft. You see that ball is flying exactly up through, and now the club head is still lower than his shins at this point. Again, lots of people at that point would try to scoop the ball up and try to lift the ball up, but you can certainly, with good pitching, you hit down onto the ball. The loft will get the ball up in the air, and you will have no problem getting the elevation over any bunkers or hazards. And the final key we've got here is this left arm position. Left arm and club is all one line just after impact. A lot of people I see, again, as we've highlighted previously, is trying to flick the ball up in the air. So you would more likely see an angle of, if I show here, we'd more than likely see the left arm and wrist position starting to break down at this point, so that the club would look more like this in an effort to try to get the ball up in the air. This just creates a thin shot and no height. So I'm sure if you can achieve these 3 key areas and follow the guidelines in my pitching distances video, which you can find on the website www.golflessonssheffield.co.uk, then I'm sure you will be able to lower your scores.